Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games. Kind of going into this video blinds. I had a friend call me and wake me up telling me to watch a video that Nintendo posted. I think they announced a new game or something. So we're going to see what's happening right now. I have no idea what to expect. Okay, we have a 5.5 minute trailer from the Squid Research Lab. I need to turn this down. Nintendo presents. Out of nowhere, through Nintendo Today. The Spearhalite Islands. My boy, Big Man! Big Man! So we got the Splatoon 3 trio going on a little adventure here. Is this DLC? Is this a spin-off thing? A Splatoon spin-off! Okay, that answers my question. We're finally getting a Splatoon spin-off. What is it gonna be gameplay-wise? Okay, it looks like it's still like the core gameplay. There's fishing. We got Shiver fishing. You got third-person action-adventure single-player Splatoon game. What is happening? Splatoon Raiders? That can't be it. Please, Nintendo, please tell me there's more than that. I have so many questions. Is that really it? Okay.
Crackin' Squid Squad. Incoming report from the Squid Research Lab. Without further ado, we're excited to share our latest findings. What you just witnessed are signs of the first ever Splatoon spin-off game coming ashore.
I can't believe this.
Splatoon Raiders. Playing as
It's not this year.
You'll go on an adventure in the mysterious Spiralite Islands
Mechanic.
alongside Deep Cut. Splatoon Raiders is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but research is still underway. We'll report more on our findings when the results are in.
This is such a weird early announcement. Why'd they announce this? Why was this announced? Splatoon 3 new weapons. Oh, mouse controls? Splatoon Edition? Has to be mouse controls. You have to do it. Okay. Nice to get a little weapon update out. Been a while. Why did they decide to announce this just randomly this morning? I'm so... What is happening? Cool.
Well.
Version 10.0.
Splatoon 3 game is also coming down the spillway. The Splatlands collection, which features new weapons from the Barazushi and Embers brands, is on its way. They're based on previous weapons, but have fresh new looks and, of course, different sub-weapons and specials.
Of course.
We've identified 30 in total, and hope you'll try them out for yourselves.
So no new maps or anything, just weapons.
In addition,
New weapon kits.
freshness caps will be raised.
Oh, cool. More to grind.
New in-game badges.
New badges.
Plus, series weapon power, a new stat to dive into, is being added to Anarchy Battle Series. This will track your effectiveness per weapon based on your win-loss ratio in battles.
Cool.
It will also be used in matchmaking to pitch you against other players with similar stats. Follow the Squid Research Lab for our latest findings.
You can't just pop up, announce a Splatoon spinoff, and then just leave me. Leave me like that. One more thing. What is this? What's happening? What am I looking at? Urchin Underpass is back?
Comeback. Okay, you can.
Okay.
Urchin
OG?
Underpass from the original Splatoon game.
My OG's back?
Fresh splatting on classic turf.
Okay.
Lastly, but not leastly, for Nintendo Switch 2 players. You'll notice more detailed visuals, and the game will appear smoother.
120 FPS?
Such as the square in Splatsville and the Grand Festival grounds.
Is this out right now?
But no need to fear.
It's gotta be soon.
Nintendo Switch players and Nintendo
Of course.
Switch 2 players will still be
Crossplay.
able to splat together.
So online, probably still 60
This
FPS.
free update for Splatoon 3 is scheduled to release June 12th.
Oh my god, that's in 2 days.
Further updates.
Switch 2 version in 2 days. No mouse controls is interesting. At least not that they're advertising here. They would have advertised it. Why did they announce this game this morning? I need to watch this trailer again. So we got Deep Cut going to the Spiralite Islands, chasing a rumor. They said you play as a mechanic, going with Deep Cut there. Trying to see, do we have a translation for Squid language? Can we translate these newspapers? Not even a release window. I mean, this is certainly next year. Why did they announce it? Just Nintendo Today, man. Like, this is just an app they're doing now, and they're just dropping little nuggets like this. When I say a little nugget, I mean like a megaton. Okay, see, they're all fishermen. Well, he's like gonna go scuba diving, and you have a freaking soda bottle on your splatter shot. They're fishing. You ink up big man. And you have a freaking, like, a post-apocalyptic robot buddy with you that goes with you on this island. Oh, what? Fry's holding somebody. Right there. What a tease! I can't believe they just dropped this teaser with no other details. There's got to be something on the website. We got to check the website.
What you just witnessed are signs of the first ever Splatoon spin-off game coming ashore. Splatoon Raiders. Playing as a
Is this a Nintendo extraction shooter? The word Raiders is making me think it's an extraction shooter. You go to this island.
mechanic, you'll go on an adventure in
Nah,
the
this is single
mysterious
player.
Spiralite Islands alongside Deep Cut.
This is definitely a single player. So, maybe not extraction shooter, but the
Splatoon
word Raiders
is
is...
launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but research is still underway. We'll report more on our findings when the results are in.
What a crazy announcement. What's happening right now? Okay, we're on the super secret Nintendo Press website here. I'm going to see if this has any more information for us. It says, Splatoon Raiders, the first ever Splatoon spin-off game, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. And a new trailer released today, Nintendo announced the first ever Splatoon spin-off game, Splatoon Raiders, coming exclusively on the Switch 2 system. In the role of a mechanic, players will go on an adventure in the mysterious Spiralites Islands alongside the Splactacular Deep Cut trio. Check out the trailer here. More info regarding the title will be shared in the future. So we really didn't get much other than some very nice high-quality screenshots here. I say high-quality, actually. They're only in 1080p. These are just taken from the trailer. But it does look very nice. They look very shiny, very high-quality models, all that, for your Splatoon game. And then, yeah, free update for Splatoon 3 coming on June 12th. So in 2 days, we're getting Urchin Underpass and 30 new weapon kits, as well as new freshness caps for weapons and stuff. This really does sound like an extraction shooter, I gotta be honest. Just the word Raiders has been poisoned to me because of stuff like Arc Raiders. But also you're going to a weird island, like a Battle Royale or something, man. I don't know. They're not saying anything about it being single player only, which definitely has me thinking, could there still be a multiplayer component to this? Or would it just be single player? Okay, we do have some art from Nintendo of America Twitter accounts here. We have the main character in that 2D art style, as well as the Deep Cut trio. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I'm like, what? This is by far the biggest game Nintendo's ever announced on Twitter, right? I should just say, you know, generally speaking, this is the biggest game they've ever announced just one day without any sort of build-up. This is just crazy. Because my question is, if it were simply just a story-driven game, based on what we're seeing, it doesn't look really that different from like a regular Splatoon game. You know, it's still like a third person, you're shooting your splatter shot kind of game. You do have this new robot buddy, and it looks like there's fishing in the game, or at least, you know, the deep cut's going to be fishing. But like it almost looks like it could have just been the single player for a potential Splatoon 4. So obviously there's something major we don't know about what this is. And I'm gonna call it right now. I think this is a multiplayer game. I think it will have a single player, of course, but I think this is gonna be a multiplayer game that has extraction shooter elements. Because we've never had a single player Splatoon game. And I think given where that player base is, what the player base is, it would be really weird to do a Splatoon entire game if this is a full price $70 game, we'll say. It'd be weird for the first Splatoon game on Switch 2 to be a single player only thing. I am okay with being wrong on that. I'd be completely fine with a narrative Splatoon story mode and that's the full game and it's like really long or something. That'd be great. But I actually think there's still a good chance this is multiplayer, because in the press release, they don't say anything about multiplayer, single player. They just say Splatoon spinoff. And what do you think when you think of Splatoon? You think of multiplayer. So we'll see. Let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. I might be the only person online saying that it's going to be a multiplayer game. And I'd be fine with being wrong about that. Anything on their Twitter accounts? They say here, we've identified a variety of interesting findings, including a floating ship-like structure that serves as the mechanic's base and an island with a unique atmosphere. Okay, so this is making me think more single-player focused, because so this is your main hub. You're going to live on the ship with Deep Cut, and then you go to the island. It looks really cool, like the very striking art direction. I love the little robot buddy here. It looks like you'll be going underwater with him, I'm guessing. If I had to take a guess on that, because he can definitely go underwater, right? So you'll be going underwater in this game, so maybe exploring some deep cursed Splatoon lore in this one. Okay, well, yeah, this was a crazy morning, crazy announcements. I will probably do a follow-up video on this game in the very near future, talking more about it, the first Splatoon spinoff in the series' 10-year history. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, though. What do you think of Splatoon Raiders? Do you think it's a single-player game? Do you think it will have any multiplayer components? Or do you think it's something else entirely that we didn't discuss in today's video? And then what do you think of the Splatoon 3 update? I haven't played Splatoon 3, frankly, in a very long time. However, Urchin Underpass, that immediately got me excited, and they're doing performance updates, but also they're adding these new weapon kits. So yeah, I'll be jumping into Splatoon 3 on June 12th, just, 48 hours from now. We're having a Switch 2 update for that game, which is just so nice. What a nice treat this morning. I know people are going to ask me this. What does this mean for a Nintendo Direct? Well, I don't really know. I think this might be a sign that we're not getting one, but also they still have all these third-party, obligations they would have to fulfill in some sort of Nintendo Direct. So maybe we get a partner showcase, and then all of the first-party stuff is dropped on Twitter over the next month or two. I don't know. There's a lot to speculate now, because this throws a wrench into everything. I would have never predicted they would announce a Splatoon spinoff this way. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, subscribe here for more Splatoon Raiders content, but also Nintendo Switch 2 news and coverage and reactions. Follow me on Twitter at BoTalksGames. Check out my Nintendo collecting channel at It's Amiibo, and click on one of the 2 videos on screen right now to listen to me ramble about even more Nintendo stuff. Until next time, folks. Peace.